About.
Podcast. Something About Everything podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Something About Everything podcast, where we tell you a little something about everything. I'm here with Marco, Blake, and Caleb, and I am Cooper. We are all co-hosting tonight. Marco's back with us. He wasn't with us last episode. We missed him, but he's with us this time. And we got a lot of stuff to get into tonight. So I think we're going to start off with some relatively current events with Caleb. He's got a little story to share with us.
Yeah, so obviously you guys can't see on the video, but like the three of you guys can, but I fractured both my arms. Yeah, yesterday.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your pain, Caleb, but it's kind of funny.
Hey, disabilities aren't funny, guys.
And I have two broken arms. No, but anyway, so Blake and I, we go longboarding sometimes, and usually it's no problem, especially because it's a very flat area that we go on. So you wouldn't think that I would be falling. But we were going, and I guess I hit this giant rock, and my board completely stopped moving, and I guess gravity did not notice me. So I kept moving, and then I fell. And I tried to catch myself, which I knew I shouldn't do, because in my head, I'm like, yeah, I need to tuck and roll so I don't just fuck myself up. But then I guess my brain's like, nah, you can just go with the flow, I guess. And I just stuck both my arms out to try and catch myself and smack straight into the ground. And according to the doctors, I'll know more tomorrow when I go over the x-rays with the doctors, but apparently I broke both of my arms in the radius, like up by my elbow, which is not good. Well, I didn't break it. I fractured it. Fractured my radius in both my arms.
And since you guys can't see Caleb, but we can, I gotta say it is kind of comical because both of his arms are just in casts that make his arm look like an
They're
L.
just in splints right now.
Yeah, a splint, whatever. And he just looks like he's like always flexing on you in the with
Just
the
do it.
bent arms. Yeah.
Ah, shit, that hurt.
Yeah. Sad part is Caleb can't really game with us much anymore because
I can't do much of anything.
Yeah, he can't do much of anything. Caleb, would you walk us through how your day-to-day life has been going since you fractured your radiuses?
Well, it's been
Radii.
one day, so yeah, I didn't really get much sleep last night because I slept on my back and my arms are just kind of sticking up in the air. And like the doctor said, I could like cross them over my heart so they're like elevated and the blood flow like reduce the swelling and stuff, but that was just too uncomfortable. Just slept with my arms straight up, basically. Didn't get much sleep. Woke up and then I was like, So, well, I wear contacts, and you kind of need your arms to be able to put your contacts in. So I can't really do that. So I was like, I'll just wear my glasses for 6 weeks, I guess, and just hate myself.
You look good in your
And-
glasses, though, I gotta say.
Well, they're like 3 prescriptions old, so I can't really see shit. But then I told Blake to wrap my arms in trash bags. So we did that, and I tried to shower, and it didn't go very well. Well, I just rinsed off because I couldn't really wash anything. And then, yeah, you never realize how many things you do with your arms in just day-to-day life, like simple things that you need your arms to do. And I found that out. I can't really drink anything unless I have a straw, which I still haven't gotten a straw. Can't really eat food, can't really brush my teeth. I did somehow manage it, but it was very difficult. Can't really wipe my ass. Can't really drive, can't do anything. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. it'll be a nice learning curve for 6 weeks ish. Hopefully less, maybe more. But yeah.
Man, that's just I can't like it. Kind of it makes me feel more appreciative for my arms. But
Oh yeah,
and
I'll never take them for
Yeah,
granted
and
again.
in honor of
you can go,
Caleb,
Blake.
in honor of Caleb breaking his arms and being more appreciative, I killed a good arm workout today for him.
Yeah. What did it sound like, Blake? Whenever I fell, because you could hear.
Dude,
it,
you
I'm
hit the
sure.
ground so goddamn hard. It was like, because I was in front of you, and then I heard you like, you made like a grunt like whenever you hit the rock, and I turned around, and you were like
Some
midair,
Roblox oof.
and it was just like a giant thud. It was so
It
funny
didn't
because
feel good.
Yeah, dude, you hit the ground so freaking hard.
And so
the best part was you were like, "Oh, mother effort," and then like 30 feet away, there's a bunch of kids in this car. Like this whole
there's like a
this whole
family in the
family just
driveway.
watched it happen, and they didn't ask anything. They were like, "Oh, dude, you okay?"
I looked right at the mom because she's like standing at her car door, just looking at me. I'm on the ground, just like trying to figure out what the hell just happened. I can't move my arms or lift them up or anything because it just hurts so bad.
Yeah, you were like, "Mother effer!" I just hit the ground so effing hard. It was so funny.
I'm like, shit, and they're just sitting there like, it's no big deal.
I turned around, I was like, "Shit, dude, that didn't look good. That didn't sound good."
I was like, because we had been on the ride for maybe like a minute and a half. And I'm like, yeah, Blake, I think we're going to have to cut it short.
Dude, yeah, we literally made it like
3 blocks.
Maybe 2 minutes out of the house, and then Caleb hit the dirt.
So this is how I see this event going yesterday. Blake texts me, and we usually, we play video games together, and we've been kind of into plunder game mode on Call of Duty Warzone recently. And Blake texts me, he's like, "Hey, you gonna get on Warzone later?" And then and I said, "Yeah, for sure, no doubt." And then he Snapchats me like 5 minutes later, Snapchats me, and it looks like he's in a hospital, and he says, "If I ever get out of here," and I was like, "What the heck happened?" And he's like, "Yeah, Caleb fell and he couldn't feel his arm, so we took him to the hospital." And I'm like, if he couldn't feel his arm, that's probably a good reason, I guess. But why?
Well, Blake was like,
so I'm imagining Blake was just sitting in the waiting room, like, "Oh man, Caleb's really taking forever. I better make plans for after this." And he texts me.
No. Here's the I text you before we even thought about going to the hospital because
because we sat in the house for like an hour because Blake's like, it's
you
probably just like super swollen and it'll just hurt. I'm like, yeah, I don't like. I felt around as best as I could without trying to move my arms because I couldn't really, and it didn't feel like anything was broken. So I'm like, yeah, it's probably just like just from the blunt force, it just hurts really bad and swollen. But no, I guess.
Well, here's to hoping you don't have to have like freaking 6 months of casts.
No, if anything, it'll be a month.
Hopefully,
2 months.
On the right arm, it's low enough, or towards the middle of the forearm, you can get a brace instead of like a full arm cast, so then you can actually do stuff.
Well, the right one doesn't even hurt as bad, and the thing was like after. Like I fell, and I'm like, yeah, we should probably go. And so I picked up my board with my right arm, and I was just gonna carry it for a little bit. And I'm like, nah, it doesn't feel too good. So I'm like, I'll just ride it back, which probably wasn't a good idea to even pick it up at all. But my left arm way worse right now.
The left arm, you had more force on that side because you fell with your. Wait, well, no, you didn't. Which shoulder has the bruise?
I mean, it's the left one that
you
has
fell hard on your left side. You fell hard on your left side.
I rolled right, which makes no sense as to why the scrape is on my left side. I don't know.
I don't know either, but goddamn, you hit the ground so freaking hard.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought
how
funny it would have been if we were like recording one of those cranberry juice.
Yeah, like, just trying to like do
TikToks, and you just freaking eat it in the background. That'd be so damn funny. Oh man!
If I didn't get money from Ocean Spray after that,
yeah, literally.
No, but I went into the hospital or like the ER, and they're like, "Hey, how can I help you?" And I'm like, Yeah, I think I broke my arms. I'm not sure. I just wanted to double check. And they're like, okay, what did you do? And
Just
I'm like,
wanna
well, it's just a
double check.
longboarding accident.
You could have came up
I
with
felt so
something cooler
stupid.
than longboarding accident.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, yeah, I was longboarding and got hit by a car, but no.
See, the funny thing is that recently Blake and Caleb were up where I live, and
Okay.
the town they live in compared to our town is a lot more flat. Like, it's almost completely flat, and my town has a lot of hills, so it's a lot better for longboarding without having to push all the time. And so recently, I kind of got into longboarding while they were up here, and so we rode around for a bit, and Caleb actually rode down a hill that
Oh,
was
it was a
like
steep
that was
mother.
super steep, and he said he
And
was
I
good
made it
up
all
to
the way
like.
down.
He said he was good. You said you were getting what 25 mile an hour?
No, I got over 30, easy.
He said over 30 from his mouth, and he didn't
It was
fall
like
on
8
that,
blocks
but he
worth,
get
super steep, just straight down.
but he hits a freaking rock riding on plain ground 2 blocks from his house, and he's breaks his arms. It's just
Like,
it's
yeah, because
crazy.
I was going so fast down that hill, and it was a fairly high traffic street. And Ori's like, yeah, you should probably like not go down it. I'm like, nah, I'll do it. I'm not scared. And I knew like if I got the speed wobbles, I was fucked. Like there might not be oncoming traffic, but if I fall off this, I'm gonna get road rash everywhere. I'm probably gonna break bones. And I got minor speed wobbles, I think twice, but I guess I have because I've done longboarding for like 4 years, so I can keep my balance pretty well on there. And I just rode it out, and like 3/4 of the way down, there's a there's a two-way stop, and the stop signs are on like the street that I was going down. So I'm like, oh, I swear to God, if there's cross traffic, I'm just gonna get smacked, and it's gonna be the end of Caleb. But I made it down, and then now I'm on flat ground, and one rock hits me, and here I am.
One little small boy took you out.
No, it had.
Well, you almost
big.
you got
Because if it's a
freaking.
small rock, then it'll like my
Well, I
wheels.
was saying like compared to
just,
you,
like
like
spit 'em out.
as wise. No, I know. And then you almost got hit by that lady on Claflin because she didn't freaking use her blinker and she just turned in and almost smacked you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she didn't turn on her blinker, and I even slowed down because I was like, well, I had a stop sign anyway, so I was getting ready to stop, and then I don't know, she just freaking. She could see me turning because like I saw the stop sign and I couldn't like come to a full stop.
It wasn't
so
even.
I
like...
was going to the other side of our street, and she was turning onto that street, and she could see me because it was day. And like I got out of the way, but she took the widest turn, like she was trying to hit me. And I'm
It
like,
did kinda
all right,
look
do
like
whatever you want. You don't turn your blinker on to let me know that you're coming here, and I'm trying to get out of your way, and you just look like you're gonna hit me. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna be done for longboarding for a little bit.
I was gonna say she didn't use her blinker or anything. She just freaking rolled through there.
Well, and you're a pedestrian.
Yeah, you could have got
so
free
you're good either
college,
way,
dude.
Yeah,
you get free college from that.
I would have ran into her.
You can get a good payout from it and then pay for
well,
college
yeah.
with that.
I guess that's true.
You can get a lawsuit.
So the moral of the story is, if you're a longboarder, be careful for rocks. Apparently.
Well, usually
watch
my
out for people
my wheels
without
will
blinkers.
just spit them out when they hit, but that was a big trucker. It just didn't budge. Neither did my board.
Well, it's a good thing you weren't going faster. Can't imagine if you were going like down a hill.
The thing was, like, we were watching Netflix before, and Blake had asked me a few times, like, the past couple of weeks if I wanted to go, and I was just like, nah, not really. And so I said no so many times. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll go this time, even though I don't really want to. And so everything just felt off already, and then that happened.
Just had to get that practice in. No, it's not my fault.
No, it's not.
So it's Blake's fault?
I'll take the blame. Right.
So now I think Marco has a question for us to answer for the viewers. related
based
to
off
the
of-
subject.
Wait, from the viewers.
No,
No.
for the viewers. Like
Oh,
we're
oh,
answering
okay,
it
okay, okay.
for the
Oh, okay.
viewers'
Oh yeah.
pleasure and knowledge.
No.
and not be able to use them.
I'd probably say
Would you
Wait,
rather?
wait.
Would you
If you
rather
break
your
both of your arms or
I would
both
do
your legs and
legs.
not be able to use them.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
what
do
I
legs.
think.
about like
Yeah.
because you can do a lot less stuff with your legs. Like, and you can always get a wheelchair and basically be about the same. You know?
Yeah, but I can't pick up a burger to eat it.
true.
I made hot dogs today and I had to fucking deep throat those basically.
Had to get one of those glizzy
Yeah.
whippers.
I had it on the edge.
I
of the plate.
I
Not
missed
to
it
fight
because I was working out. I came back in and Caleb's like, "You missed it." He was like, "I had to
But you're
like
used
pop up
to
the
that.
hot dogs and just deep throat them
Yeah,
just to get a
'Cause I
good
made
bite."
3 hot dogs, so I like set 2 of them next to each other, and then I put the other one on top at an angle so I could get to it. I was like, "Oh shit! Good thing no one's watching me."
Oh wow. He probably looked like that video of
Yeah.
the iguana. I
The
mean,
iguana eating the monkey.
whatever that is, eating that monkey.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
Komodo dragon or
One of those
something.
dragon
That's what he
lizards?
looked like. I don't know if it was an iguana. I
The-
think it was a dragon. I forgot what it's called, but it's
Yeah,
Komodo
but
dragon. Yeah, it was
Just
eating that
gulping that
monkey, and
boy?
it's
I
just
I would rather
Blake,
not
did
be
you
able to
say
use my
something?
it's
legs.
just gulping it up. That's what I can
Mm-mm.
see when he's
What,
eating
what,
based
the
on
hamburger.
what do
About
you
what?
think? Legs or
Yeah.
arms?
If it's for like a short amount of time,
Yeah. Well,
Well, just
2
like
months.
probably
just
legs.
like my instance,
Yeah.
Okay, how about we say
like
Legs.
6 weeks, maybe
Probably.
2 months.
Legs.
What would you say if it was longer than that, Blake?
Still legs.
Yeah.
okay, what if the arms is
Yeah. Well,
Oh, wait.
Really?
Arms is 2 weeks and legs is what?
if the arms is like 2 weeks? Okay. Okay, no.
Either way,
Let's
I'm
make arms
picking
6 weeks,
legs.
and let's make legs like
Yeah,
2
I'd
months,
probably
Those
do
legs-
too.
2 or 3 months.
I
yeah.
can't wipe my own ass. I can wipe my ass if I
Actually,
don't use my
yeah.
legs.
You can wipe your ass with your foot.
You're telling me you've
Fucking
never.
wheel
never mind,
Have
I
you
was
over
gonna
never
say.
seen? Yeah. Have you never?
Yeah, but how would you get on the
How do
toilet?
Push
you
off
think
the
people with no
wheelchair with
legs
my
get on a
arms.
toilet?
I don't have to. Like, I don't have to.
They have special toilets actually.
Okay,
and
but they
special
do it like
stalls in
they're-
public
We
they're-
have to buy
Okay.
a bidet for Caleb now.
I'd rather do that.
Yeah,
than have
but they
frickin' a muddy
They have
ass
to
all
like
day.
work. They have to work on that.
But yeah, it just sucks because in like basically 6 weeks, I'm supposed to drive 14 hours to Indiana for a wedding, and
Hopefully you get
I
them
don't
off
know
of
if
it.
I'm gonna be able to drive. It's gonna be like either a couple days before or a couple of days after. Then
He's gonna show up
Thanksgiving's
to a
gonna
wedding
be
and
then
be
'cause
like,
my birthday's on Thanksgiving anyway, and so I probably won't be able to get them off till after that unless I get them off before. I don't know. I'll know
You should
more
just
tomorrow.
walk into the doctor like right before.
"Hey, at least you have a conversation
Yeah.
starter."
I guess.
Hey, can you drive? I can't drive physically.
Like you should
And the thing was, because like it's my
you should go
friend's
to the wedding and use
and I was gonna
the
make
things
them
as a
like
conversation
a
starter.
gift because like I do some woodworking and now I can't even do that. So everything sucks. I hate everything.
Just
but
give 'em
it's,
your
it's definitely
casts.
not as bad as it could be. So I'll get over it. I've already started to adapt.
Hey, if you're
Figure shit out.
lucky,
Do your
your
poker
right
table.
arm might like since you said your right arm doesn't hurt, maybe you only fractured your left.
No, they
And
already
your
told
right
me I
arm-
fractured both of them.
You fractured both? Well, maybe the right one's not as bad and you don't need
Yeah.
as much.
Why don't
hopefully.
they show you the X-rays?
They just said, well, because everything was closed. Like I'm supposed to go see the specialist, like the orthopedic surgeon or whatever.
Well, I mean, normally they'll show you, like, because they have
Yeah.
it like on their little.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
use the Freedom of Information.
mean,
Act to
I'll-
get that.
I'll see it tomorrow anyway,
Go
They
go
should've.
talk to our neighbor. She'll know.
or I can just wait till tomorrow and go to the actual appointment, and then I'll know.
Or you can find out right now and go ask the neighbor.
Nah,
The old
it's
lady?
not gonna change anything because they're still fractured,
No, I know, but I would want to know where they're actually fractured at.
and I will tomorrow.
I asked.
It's too long of a wait.
I can wait 12 hours.
All
Yeah.
right, on to the next subject. We are now off of body parts and into the parts of the universe, actually, because NASA has selected SpaceX's Starship program for a propellant transfer demonstration. And this is one of the first steps that each commercial vehicle has to go through before they are able to launch humans. And so they're talking about like they have to make sure they can transfer the propellant safely, and then they'll test it to make sure it can land safely, and they'll test it to make sure it can it has the right safety measures and everything for crew, and then they'll send it on a couple of drone missions to the ISS, which and then that'll be able once they complete those, they will be able to actually launch humans into the ISS, to the moon, or to Mars eventually. And so this is kind of the first step, and hopefully it's a really promising step for the Starship program. And SpaceX's tweet says, combining Starship's rapid reusability with orbital refueling is critical to economically transporting large number of crew and cargo to the moon and Mars. So basically, Starship, the program for Starship is they'll launch a propellant tanker into space, and then whenever the actual rocket is in space, after it uses up all its boost to get into orbit, it'll meet the propellant tanker in orbit, take all the propellant out of it, and use it to go to the Mars or the moon. And that's a really cool idea, and kind of something that most people haven't ever thought of before. It's a pretty new idea in the space industry. And so it's we talk a lot about SpaceX and Elon Musk on this channel, but I just think that what they're doing is universe changing, really, and it's really cool to see humanity exploring space again and trying to reach other planets. But it's kind of all I really had to talk about. Um, I think they like the propellant transfer isn't really exciting to watch, so I probably won't tweet that out on the SAE Twitter. But eventually, hopefully, within a year or two, they'll be doing live demonstrations or ISS missions, and we'll be able to retweet those for you and show you what's going on and help you stay connected to this part of the world.
Nice.
I have a question for all of you related to this, actually. If you had the opportunity to go with, like, say, the first 500 people to Mars and be the first colonizers, but you would never be able to come back to Earth, would you take it?
What's the benefits?
Benefits? What do you mean?
Like, why would you do it?
I would.
I don't think I would.
And like, you get to bring your family, like your wife and kids. Like, this is in the future scenario, no. But would you take that opportunity? I think I would.
I don't know.
I don't think I would. I think I'd wait.
I mean, I don't know.
I think I'd wait to see how it played out,
Like,
and then I'd be like,
I
"Alright."
have to be the one like to colonize and stuff. Like,
No, like you'd be there with 500 people, and each of you would be doing a part to help. Like,
I don't know if I'm smart enough for that.
I mean, most of it would be like farming and getting.
Like I said, I don't know if I'm smart enough for that.
It's not that hard to farm. I mean, by then they'll have like space tractors or whatever to use on Mars.
Cybertrucks.
Cybertrucks, yeah,
yeah,
with a plow
Just-
behind them.
just rolling around on one of those.
Like,
I
I
think
love
I would
Earth,
do
and I
it.
think Earth is beautiful, but it also depend on how old I am. Like, I probably wouldn't do it now
Yeah.
because, well, first off, I don't have like a wife or anybody that would go with me. I'd just be kind of alone.
You could do it in
Like,
space,
there'd
man.
be 500
Well,
other
what if-
people, but I don't know anybody.
What if your wife didn't want to go with
You got
you?
plenty of time to learn.
Then I'd stay because, I mean, you're supposed to do like I'm not gonna drag her along and have her hate the rest of her life on Mars.
That's true.
If I was
I-
by myself, I'd go.
I
Fuck
think
it.
if we are ever presented the opportunity in the future to go into space, I would do it. If
And also, like
if
like
we
if I
would
was
come
like
back, that's the
70,
thing. Like I wouldn't want to go to
yeah,
Mars.
well,
But if
I
we
mean, the
went up,
first colonizers aren't really going to be able to come back because it's going to be like it took us however long to set up rockets here on Earth. How long do you think it's going to take to set that up a
There.
million miles
yeah,
away?
that's true. But like I think it would be cool if like later on in life, if they get advanced enough to take like tourist like expeditions, I would pay to go do that just to see. Like I would probably die just from like pure like amazement and like yeah. Like I think that would be sick. But I don't know if that'll happen in our lifetime.
Yeah, I would.
Like where they have like like fun trips, I guess, like that.
I don't think it would just. I would think it would more be business than
Yeah.
honestly living up there. In the beginning, at least.
I would do it. If I was like alone, I would do it.
I wouldn't be the first ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the first ones either. It's trial and error.
Then-
Why
I
not?
think.
Wouldn't
they-
that be cool to be the first one?
Yeah.
It'd be like being Lewis and Clark, or being
No matter what happens,
Christopher
you're
Columbus.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I'd rather explore trees
What
and
if
shit
there's
on Earth.
No,
This
I
is
understand
more fun.
that. I understand that, but that's the final frontier. Everything on Earth besides the ocean has been mapped,
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
true.
touching.
and you
I
can
mean,
see,
I-
But what
everything
if
from a
there's something
satellite.
that like
Mars is a totally different planet. No humans ever
that's-
set foot there.
That's
Can you
true.
imagine colonizing that?
but we know nothing.
Yeah, but you
But we
would
know
be
nothing
among the
about it,
first
though.
explorers.
Like-
You would be the people that everybody in the future knows about.
To die.
1,000, yeah. If you, everybody's
Yeah,
gonna die.
literally.
Marco, you're gonna die whether you're here on Earth or whether you're on Mars.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna die early.
But you can you
If I have a choice
wait,
to
wait,
die
wait.
or to live,
How-
I'm just
people-
living on Earth.
How
no,
does
no,
this
I'm not saying you probably wouldn't die right off because usually they would send like NASA has pretty strict safety standards for rocket launches, and I'm sure it would be the same.
I'm
So
not talking about the rocket launching. Like, how do we know how we're gonna react up in Mars, though?
well, here's my question.
We still heard
I'm
some of
pretty
it.
sure I glitched.
Yeah. Wait, you asked how humans are
How
gonna
do we
like
know how it would react with it?
like the atmosphere and stuff.
Well, they do
that's
testing. Yeah,
why-
they're
Yeah,
not
like,
just
we
gonna
don't
send
know how
humans
we'd
up and be
react
like,
in the
That's
hopefully
why-
you guys don't die. They're
why
not
you
that
take-
stupid. They have
take
drones
some-
up there.
You take some war
Well, you have
criminals
to send humans
and
up
you just
first.
toss them out there and see what happens.
No, I'm not
'cause
gonna
I
let a
wouldn't
war
do that,
criminal
yeah.
be the first person.
You won't.
That's
They're not
actually
gonna.
smart.
They're not gonna be
Yes.
the
You wanna
first person to touch it. No.
Why
no,
not?
No,
Then
no,
we
I'm
show up
talking
there
about
and
like the whole
boom,
like, the
boom, bro.
500. You take that
No.
person. All the cool people step off first. They write their names in the sand, and then they're like,
Well,
"All
first
right,
off, a
time to
bunch
do
of
some."
war
You're just
criminals-
saying that because you started watching The 100, Blake.
First off, war
No,
criminals
I would-
aren't that smart.
No, you're not taking them for any. The only reason why you take them is to freaking throw
Whoa.
them off and see how long it would take for them to just die.
Why? That's stupid. That's
That's
just a waste
capital-
of human life.
Capital punishment, dude.
Yeah, why waste it on sending them out to outer space?
Exactly. So
No,
me
I'm
going
saying-
up there is a
Blake was
waste
over
of
here
human
saying,
life.
Let's push them out and see how long
Me-
they last. Like a
They're gonna
rat
get
in a
fucking
freaking
shot in
space.
the goddamn chair, or they're gonna
What
get. the
I'm
lethal
saying
injection.
is you go there
Yeah.
with astronaut suits and smart people, and you have like
Oh.
trains, and
I-
you build.
I
wait,
guarantee.
no, 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 no,
I
no, no,
guarantee
no,
you,
no.
if you gave
I have an
anyone
idea.
on death row the
What-
option to get the lethal injection
Of-
or
Of
die
course
in
they
Mars,
would.
they're gonna fucking do
Yeah.
it in Mars.
Who wouldn't?
For
Let's do
science,
that.
dude.
Let's
you
hey,
Stupid.
No,
walk
listen,
without a
Cooper,
You know
suit.
they're
all
gonna
the-
die.
all the major,
Walk out without a suit.
That's
Cooper,
not
listen,
true.
listen, all the
Well, yeah, they're gonna
major
die either way.
scientifical
We just wanna see how they
advances, like, that
react.
we know about humans, like hypothermia, air pressure, and all that, came from human experimentation. So if we're gonna learn how
That's
that's
not true. They noticed it in humans.
And
You
now
think
they
they
use
were like
rats.
peanut
Then-
allergies?
Cooper,
Oh, we're
no,
gonna
not
give this guy a
fucking
peanut and
dude.
see if he dies.
I'm talking
No.
about.
Actually,
we know
I'm
most of
pretty
stuff from
sure
the
that they did
Japanese
that.
and the Nazis because they did all the human experimentation.
People
They-
knew
dude,
we had
Yeah.
hearts
Cooper,
and arteries and lungs before the Nazis and Japanese
No,
even
Cooper.
existed.
listen to me. Look up
Hey,
Unit
hey, hey,
731.
hey,
Yes, I
Listen to the
know. I
book.
read up on
Listen
Unit
to the goddamn
731.
book. They
We
literally
didn't learn
no,
anything from them. That was what was stupid is they were experimenting and they learned nothing.
they got times and how much pressure and shit that people can withstand.
Okay, but this experiment.
That doesn't
It's
matter. I'm not
much
trying
better,
to
though.
expose somebody to
Anyways.
500 psi.
First of all,
Anyways,
these
if we're gonna learn,
well,
we might as well use real.
they're death row.
Yeah.
They're gonna
I'm saying
die
it's
either
not
way.
worth their lives are not worth the rocket fuel it would take to get them into space.
Yes, I understand that argument, but then again, they're gonna be down here taking
Yeah,
other
yeah, it is.
taxpayer money to
No,
just
not
sit.
if we lethally inject them.
Yeah, but it's never gonna happen though.
Mm.
They say that they're gonna do that, and it's like 40 years down the road. Why don't we just put them on a ship and then just yell?
Okay, that's a different discussion on the effectiveness of capital
Just
punishment.
throw them all.
I'm saying,
I think it needs to be
I
done.
think there are far more than 500 people on Earth who would willingly go to Mars and know they will die there like later in their life when they're 90 or something. They won't
Alright,
ever be able to come
alright,
back to Earth.
Well, yes. Here's my.
And
And
knows?
I would love
We
my
don't know
name
that.
to be among those that people
What if they die right
1,000,
away?
2,000 years in the future are being like, these are the first people who colonized another planet.
Yeah, that would be sick. But here's all right. Here's like a more so with the plans to colonize, are they sending like bots and stuff there to set stuff up first? Like
They don't
like-
have really. I mean, there's a bunch of people who say they have a plan. Like SpaceX has a like how we'll reach Mars, but it's kind of a loose
Well,
leaf. Like
no.
we'll build the architecture first, and then we'll send humans and
Well,
everything.
Yeah, that's my question. So like, are they just gonna live on the ship until they get something built?
You see?
No, like they won't launch them until it's built.
So then, like they'll send them there with like the little robots, and then the robots will put it together. And then when the people get there, they'll
No,
have
the
to
robots
position-
will probably be launched in previous launches to Mars, and then like the drone, the Mars rovers.
Yeah.
They've been launched in it'll probably be like that, where they're sending them a sky crane, and they build up these places, and they have surveillance bots. This will have to be like 5-10 years in the making.
Okay. Okay, what if you show up, you step down, and boom, you're the
What do you
first
mean?
people that
I-
died
alright,
on Mars?
If Cooper did that, if
Not
Cooper
didn't even
did
make
that,
it. Didn't even
if
make
Cooper
it.
did
You
that
guys
and
didn't
that
even
happened,
touch
I'd give
Mars.
him a wicked
You
shout
just
out on
died.
Twitter.
Wow, I think I
Rest in peace. Rest
If
in
they're
peace.
not-
Marco,
That's
if
all?
they're
If they're not
Just the wicked
stepping
shout
on
out?
Twitter, or
Damn.
it. If they're not the first people to step on Mars, how are they first people to die on Mars? If they're not even stepping on it.
Okay, this
Like
is
they were
one
so close
problem.
to stepping on
So
it, but
did
then
the
they
guy
died before
on
they even stepped.
Mars?
Like they were like stepping out, boom,
If
boom.
I was the first person to get killed by
Aliens
yeah.
come out and be like, boom, cap.
I don't know if you are the first person that's ever been killed by aliens. So.
Probably not in the entire universe,
No.
but a human, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know that. I think it's
Marco,
well,
I
no,
don't
we
know
don't
how
know that.
to. I'm sure
Aliens
people
are
have
among
died
us,
from
bro. Have you
some
not seen
form
Men in
of
Black?
alien. That's just my personal opinion.
Blake, there is so much distance.
Alien things.
There is
Hey,
millions
I
of
think
light
aliens
years
are
of
among
distance
us
between
too,
us and
though.
the nearest galaxy.
Yes, I understand that.
So it would take aliens a million years
Again,
to even
they could be
get
more
here.
advanced than
Yes,
That's
they
us.
the
do.
thing. We can't. That's the thing. Like it's.
We don't
And
know
it's-
that.
And just because they're more advanced doesn't mean they can violate.
They're
the
more
laws of,
advanced than us, though.
thermo-
What if they've been here for a
Aliens just
million
look.
years
Aliens
already?
just look at the physics book and they're like, ah, who
Think
gives a shit?
about
And then they
that,
just Snap
buddy.
the fingers and squirt.
That's see these
Yeah.
are just
They're like-
this,
They're like,
look
what
at
is
these-
this
look
stuff?
at
What a
like
waste of
if I
time.
said-
Spooky people.
this is like
We
if
can
I
do this
said,
fly.
what if I was a CEO right now and I had $65 million? Huh? That'd be something. It's completely fiction. It doesn't make sense logically. I know.
But you're not an alien.
Marco, you're the closest
That's
thing
the
to an alien
difference.
here.
Wow.
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 Oh, wow.
That was just a joke.
Uh,
I'm probably the second closest then.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
Caleb's right there.
Are you a dual citizen, Marco?
Canadian.
Are you a dual citizen?
Yeah.
Nolan is.
Huh?
What? How is Nolan
Nolan-
a dual?
Wait, dual
He's
citizen.
a dual citizen.
Shut
Oh,
up,
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
no.
Marco. You're not.
I'm just.
Shut up.
So I'm more of an alien than him. I guess
No,
that
I'm
doesn't
not.
Because
necessarily.
My
you do
sisters
have
are.
Canadian citizenship, don't you?
Yeah, Canadian and American.
Oh shoot!
I was born here.
You
I was
freaking
born here.
immigrant!
It's just because both my parents.
I'm just
are
kidding. I respect
Canadian.
you.
Canadian. Aren't you half Mexican too?
I mean,
What if I?
a lot of my family is from Mexico. Yeah, a few of my aunts were born there, and my grandpa was born there, and then I have more and born in
You
Canada.
didn't sound proud
and
of
some
that.
Born in America, so we're all over North America.
What the is this, Marco?
Man, you guys are a bunch.
Your Snapchat.
What?
All right. Does anybody have another question or subject to talk about?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. My phone's dead.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I didn't do anything interesting today. I literally just did homework and ate. Took care of Caleb. Had to wipe his tears whenever he cried.
Man,
Didn't cry.
you couldn't
Fake
reach him.
news.
Hey, on the
I
bright
didn't-
side,
Fake news.
I
On the
had
bright
no
side,
I
fucking
saw him
reaction
try to scratch his head
it even
earlier, and he's
happening
like
other
this.
than being like,
on the bright side, Caleb,
Fuck!
you got infinite dabs now. Yeah, you're like,
I can't move my.
Yeah,
I
he's just
guess it's-
dabbing 24/7. He's like, I want to scratch my head.
for those of you who can't watch live, Caleb just dabbed.
His arms are in the perfect.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
may
only
not
thing
be
he
able
I
to
was
wipe
getting-
my own
Oh,
ass,
okay.
but watch this.
Yeah, I was getting the splints put on, and they're like, "All right, bend your arms," and I'm like, "Okay, is this good?" She's like, "Well, just think of it as if you're reaching out to grab 2 beers." So that's what I did, and now I'm stuck like this for God knows
Yeah, you
how
were
long.
like, let me just grab these motherfuckers real
Well,
quick.
they'll
Just
change
do
it
a
out
keg
if you get
stand
cast,
instead.
right? Won't they? They'll
I
change
mean,
it
I
out
don't
if you
think I'll get
cast.
cast because they're just fractured.
they'll-
they're not like
they'll take
severely
'em out.
broken.
Why?
Well,
Why do they?
I
want 'em
imagine
like
they'll
this?
take them
Why do
I
they
don't
want them
know.
like this? Why
What
don't
if
they
you
want them
get-
straight? You would think they'd kind of want them
because
like
then your
more
muscles
straight.
are stretched out, right? I don't know.
I thought your
Probably
muscles
'cause
contract.
it
Probably
is-
so
well,
your
You can't do
elbow.
shit like this.
I don't know.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
your
it's
elbow-
more.
You
It's
can-
more
you
by
can
the
grab
elbow.
stuff
It's,
like
it's
that.
right up by the elbow. So
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
fine,
we
you
don't want to
can't.
do anything.
Yeah, you can't move. Yeah, you just be like that.
Yeah. See, oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude,
And
no,
that- they
your
do like
arm
this
would
so
get
you can
even
put
more
it in a
sore
sling and
like
stuff.
this.
But
What do you
Actually, I think
you're
Could've
using
done
your
that, and then you
shoulders a
could have
lot
been
more
a
if you do
zombie
this.
at the Halloween
Just
party.
straight.
well, that's what they said. You can be Frankenstein. I'm like, yeah, okay, shut up. No, but I imagine they'll take them off and look at everything, and then either they'll put them back on, or hopefully not a cast, maybe a brace.
Why
Brace would be
wouldn't you wear a
nice because I
cast?
have
What's the
more
difference between a cast
mobility.
and a splint?
Splint is just the two things holding it in place.
Yeah, splint is just like the fiberglass splint, and then just a bunch of ace wrap, and a cast is
Big
like an
Cooper.
actual plaster cast. So hopefully they give me like a brace at least for like my right arm, so I can actually move and have a little bit of mobility, so I can actually hold a damn screwdriver or at least brush my damn teeth. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
I can do a quick.
Does anybody else have Cooper frozen right now?
What?
What?
No, he's not frozen.
No, I'm not frozen. Sorry. I'll do a quick sports overview. This is Cooperstown Sports Overview with Cooper, and I'm logging in ESPN right now. The baseball is coming to an end. Postseason is. This is the last series before the World Series. The Tampa Bay Rays are up 3-0 on the Astros. Currently, it's the middle of the 7th. Tampa Bay's losing 2-4 to the Astros, but the Tampa Bay has a 3-0 lead on the series. So hopefully they can come back tonight, sweep the Astros, because the Astros are trash, deserve to get out of the playoffs. and then they can move on to the World Series, which Tampa Bay is very deserving of going to a World Series. The Dodgers and the Braves. The Braves lost their first game tonight, 15-3. Something about Atlanta Braves and giving up 10 runs in the first inning. Still hurts last year from the Cardinals. I'm a Braves fan myself, and so didn't feel too good. But we finally made it to NLCS after 19 years. First time in 19 years we've made it to the NLCS. And we're up 2-1 on the Dodgers. So hopefully we can come back and start scoring again and have our pitching better tomorrow. And then the World Series. Hopefully we're bound there, and hopefully we beat the Rays. But that is all for baseball. Basketball recently came to a close. The LA Lakers with Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, and of course the MVP, obvious MVP, Alex Caruso.
What about Rajon
Won
Rondo?
and
Big
Rajon
man.
Rondo won the is it just called the NBA Finals?
Yeah.
I think it's just called the NBA Final Championship.
Mhm.
And against the Miami Heat. While the Heat did put up a good fight, I think they won 2 games, or did they only win 1?
2.
2. They won 2 games with Jimmy Butler putting up some stats, and they also had who's that kid from Michigan that was really good, and Tyler Hero, and who is that other kid? I think it's Howard or
Robinson.
something like that. I figured Caleb would know.
What did you say?
But
Harrow and Jimmy Butler and who else?
who's the other young kid on
Robinson.
on Miami's team? That's from Michigan, I think.
Duncan
Anyway.
Robinson.
Duncan Robinson. That's who it is. Thank you.
That
Oh,
dude's
yeah.
not young
Anyway.
though, is
Yeah, he is.
Is
Yeah,
he?
he's first or second year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's a rookie.
And they're a really good team. I'd watch out for Miami next year. From what I saw of them, they were definitely a playoff. They should have been in the finals, and I'm glad they were. It was a good finals. A lot of people were thinking it was going to be a sweep by the Lakers, but it was definitely a good finals. And Jimmy Butler kind of showed his prowess and his, how do I want to say, his spark, his leadership, and his stick-to-itiveness. He was just inspiring out there, really. And LeBron James, 17th year in the NBA, and he just won his 4th championship. It's crazy how good he still is. But then moving on to football, I am looking at the football standings currently. NFL. Buffalo Bills are at the top of the AFC East, which makes sense. Josh Allen has been playing out of his mind. He was MVP candidate or caliber for the first 4 games of the year. They had a bad loss to who did they lose to? Another good team. Sorry, I'm getting my my days mixed up here. They played a Tuesday night football game against the Tennessee Titans. After Tennessee Titans tested positive for COVID, they had to change up the dates. Titans handed it to them. I think it was 42-17 was the final score. The Titans are a really good team though, so don't blame that all on the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills just didn't play as well as they could have, and Tennessee came out and just bashed them. Pittsburgh Steelers at the top of the AFC North with Baltimore coming in right behind them, and Cleveland Browns. I believe the AFC North is the only conference that has multiple 4-win teams. NFC North does as well with the Bears and the Packers and the NFC West, but there are 3 4-win teams in the AFC North, which is kind of crazy. And then there's the Bengals, which, Joe Burrow's playing out of his mind for him, but they don't really have a complete team. Tennessee Titans have won all of their games so far, looking good, looking like they're going to make the playoffs again. They might have a deep run this year. Indianapolis Colts, they're second, but I don't see them making it too far in the playoffs if they make the playoffs. And AFC West, Kansas City Chiefs, I would say they're right up there in the top 3 teams in the NFL right now. I would give them the number 1 if they hadn't just lost to the Las Vegas Raiders last week. Which, it wasn't a terrible loss. They didn't lose by a lot, but It should have been one. Patrick Mahomes wasn't looking the way he should have, and hopefully they can turn around next game. NFC East is just a garbage fire. I think anybody who's ever seen a game by them can attest to that. Dallas Cowboys just lost their starting quarterback in Dak Prescott with a terrible ankle fracture, out for
Yeah.
the season.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. Caleb, he's out for the season. His ankle was literally like 90
Oh, I
degrees
saw
from
it.
where it should have been.
I
If you
saw it.
guys look up that video, be ready if you don't like things looking like
Mine's-
they shouldn't be there.
My instructor had the video on repeat for like 5 minutes instead of
Golly.
teaching us stuff.
If you see it, he's just like sitting there staring straight at it. And it's just like, can you imagine what's going through his mind? It's just crazy. Also, I just want to plug a YouTube channel right in the middle of this. There's a YouTube channel called Strong Opinion Sports, and this guy, Zach Schaumler, that's his name. He is a great. He mainly does football, but he also talks about F1, hockey. He talks about all sports, but mainly football. He does quarterback film analysis for some quarterbacks too, and he has a really interesting channel. Check it out if you haven't already. If you're interested in sports and the NFL and other sports as well, he does a podcast, two podcasts a week, but his are visual as well. And he also has shorter video he puts out on his channel. But Strong Opinion Sports, look him up on YouTube. Continuing with the NFC North, the Green Bay Packers, I would say, are probably the best team in the NFL right now. The way they've played is just amazing. They have one of them. They're up there in points scored, and their defense isn't looking bad. And they don't really have all of their offensive weapons currently, so it's kind of scary what they could be capable of when they do. Chicago Bears are looking. I think a lot of people wrote them off as a paper tiger in the beginning because they were playing bad teams, but now they played the Buccaneers. And with Nick Foles, it seems like they have a new confidence. Their coach has more confidence to run better plays, tougher plays for the quarterback to read, but Nick Foles can carry him out. Nick Foles is not the greatest quarterback in the NFL, but he is a very good starting quarterback, and he will win you games. NFC South, New Orleans Saints and the Buccaneers and the Panthers are all tied for first in the NFC South, and then there's the Atlanta Falcons, who have lost all 5 games and are probably the worst team in the NFL right now. Not looking good for Falcons fans, but they just fired their head coach and their general manager, so hopefully they can change the culture and stop choking. I think in the end, the Buccaneers will win the NFC South, hopefully. The Saints just haven't really looked as good as they should with all the weapons they have. And so, I mean, I don't know. I think the Buccaneers will take it to them. The NFC West, Seattle Seahawks got Russell Wilson, probably the number 1 MVP candidate currently. 5-0, undefeated, and they've just been looking locked in on both sides of the ball, except for on that Cowboys game where they almost lost the Cowboys at the last second. Their defense kind of gave up quite a few points on that one, but I think their defense is serviceable, that's for sure. The Rams are right behind them. The Rams are looking a lot better. They're looking much more like they did 2 years ago than last year. Putting up a lot of points, or they're putting up enough points to win, that's for sure. They only have 1 loss, which isn't bad. Arizona Cardinals, they're 3-2. Who is their quarterback? Oh man, OU quarterback. I can't remember his name.
Kyle Murray.
Kyler Murray. Yeah, he was balling out the first couple of games of the season. Seems like he's kind of had a couple bad games in a row, but with a lot of interceptions. But hopefully he can come back from that and get back to his winning ways. The San Francisco 49ers seem like they're having a Super Bowl hangover. They have played a lot of tough teams. I'll give it to them, but they are 2-3 on the year currently. Almost all of their team has been hurt after they played the Jets in the first couple of weeks. A lot of, I think 5 or 6 people got injured, including Jimmy Garoppolo and who's their tight end? George Kittle. So they kind of have a halfway team. They're getting players back with each game, but hoping they all recover from their injuries and they can be back in the game before long and be playing good football. And that is wrapping it up for Cooperstown. I think that I don't know. The NFL is looking it's getting pretty exciting. MLB is getting exciting, and basketball is over. So if there's any other sports you want me to talk about in basketball's off season that I can add into my third, then let us know. Tweet us at the SA Twitter, and yeah.
I just learned some news.
What?
They're making a new season of Dexter coming
Who
out
cares?
in
Huh?
Really?
2021. Yep,
That's interesting.
fall of 2021.
Hasn't it been canceled
They
for like?
freaking
I mean,
needed
it's
to
been
because
over.
Not
god
watching it.
damn, the ending was ass.
Don't spoil it, people.
Yeah, no spoilers. I'm gonna look it up.
That's
When
like
was
the
the last-
100. I thought the 100 was over, and then they brought up a new season.
Yep,
Now I
am
gotta- now I have
super
to
excited.
restart the
Hopefully, there's some
Blake.
closure. What?
Now I have to restart the whole show with Blake so he can see it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's better.
so I just
It's
saw that
better.
they're making a new season of Dexter, so I'm excited about that.
The last season came out in 2013. Wow.
7 years of people just being
He's
like,
gonna be-
WTF.
The
Watch it-
last.
Watch it
The
be.
last-
Fuck, what's his name? The son.
Hey, shh.
Oh.
Spoiler alert. Remember the last episode, Remember the Monsters, has a 4.6 star rating out of 10 on IMDb. And I think that's. And most of the others have 7.5 to 9 star rating. I think the last. You must be right, Blake. I haven't ever watched the show, but you must be right about people didn't like how it ended.
No, it
That's crazy.
sucked, dude.
4.6
The ending I
stars out
hate.
of it.
Yeah. Game of Thrones and Dexter, two of the worst endings in shows.
Okay, but Game of Thrones, from what I heard, the last season was just trash.
Yeah.
So that's
'Cause
different than the last episode.
Benioff and Weiss are fucking just little shits. 'Cause
Hey,
They were gonna
Spoiler
go do
alert.
a star.
I've
They're the
never seen
producers,
it.
Cooper, so it's not a star. It's,
Hey man, I've never seen it before. Don't give it away.
yeah,
the
I
whole
was
thing
gonna
is
watch
shit
it
because they're like,
tomorrow.
oh, I'm gonna go make bank on a
It
Star
was-
Wars movie, and then they
it
just
was
didn't
ru-
care about the last
It was
season.
ruined for me anyways because Twitter freaking went ham the night it came out. So I didn't even attempt to watch it. I was like, no, I'm good.
Oh, I've got a brand new shiny helmet.
we
and a
can watch it,
pair of
Blake. I've
dinky
got-
boots.
The only seasons that matter.
Which one?
I got a lovely
through
new
7.
flak jacket and a lovely khaki suit. And when we go on night patrol, we hold each other's hands. We are the British Army, and we're here to take your land.
Thank you for that.
That is a song that was sung by the IRA during the Troubles.
They sing it like that too, with that accent.
I love listening to like old IRA songs. Like there's one called The Man from the Daily Mail, and it's hilarious because it's talking from the view of a reporter, and he says he went to Ireland and everybody there is for Irish independence. Like every person that's in a jail cell is actually bringing in like grenades to sabotage the British, and they also like end up mailing a pipe bomb to this reporter because he's writing about what they're like, and they're like, we don't want anybody knowing, we don't want them to know our tactics. I don't know, it's just kind of funny. I've always
Right.
been very interested in the Troubles in the IRA.
All damn taxes.
That's the IRS,
Whatever.
not the IRA.
I had a major brain fart, everybody. Sorry.
I'm sure a lot of people don't know the difference.
I knew the fucking difference. I just had a brain fart.
I'm just waiting for my pain relievers to kick in. They do a good
Pain
job.
relievers?
Yeah. My Tylenol,
Like Tylenol?
and ibuprofen. Yes.
I have some like
And
I should have
cocaine?
just.
I have some,
when I
like,
got in there, I'd
animal-
just be like morphine.
I have some like really strong animal tranquilizer, and it's right on my bed.
See?
If you want to try a pop.
Why would you need that?
Tranquilizer.
Yeah.
None of your
It'll put you
business.
to, it'll put you to
Are
sleep.
you-
for
are you pulling a
while.
Wait,
Dexter?
wait.
Are you
Why do you
Dexter?
have that?
That's the only way he can. That's the only
Yeah.
way he
Let
can
me
get
guess,
rid
you
of
have
his
horse
boner.
steroids
He has to
too?
give himself pain relievers in the penis.
I would grab it, but it's.
That's why you're
it's so
getting
far away, I can't
buffer.
Get my head. Like I don't want to reach over my mic to grab
What,
it.
your penis?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had to take it off and put it
I'm
on my
disturbed.
nightstand.
Are we talking about the?
I'll let you
the-
decide.
I have
no.
that problem too. You know.
No.
You guys don't do that. You guys don't. When you go to bed, you don't put
You
it on
know,
the
this
nightstand
is-
and you
this
sleep
is-
better. You guys aren't living then.
What?
You guys don't even know what's going on.
What are you, 12?
What are you, 12?
Blake
bitch?
likes to. Blake likes
You
to
don't
be
know
the
what we're-
little spoon.
Marco, I do like being a little
Looks like I'm
spoon.
scared of the dark. Oh,
Ooh,
okay. I like being big spoon.
I've never been a
Oh,
spoon.
then we're a good match.
you
then.
a big spoon.
I'm more of a spork.
Listen up,
You
more
a
of a
ladle,
spork
Holmes.
Hey, hey,
What?
hey.
What?
Oh, jeez.
That was uncalled for.
I'm more of a Taco Bell spork than a spoon.
Caleb can go
Yeah,
either way.
fork,
Best of both worlds.
a papoon,
Why?
or whatever the
Why?
hell it's
Why
called.
especially a Taco Bell spork though?
Because you can.
Why not?
All the
Huh?
meat,
Why
the meat
can't it
that
all be from
falls out
Taco
of the
Bell?
Taco, and I just remember their little plastic sporks that they have, and I can just scoop up the meat.
That's fair.
Burger King sounds
It's
good,
the
but I
first
don't need
sport
calories.
Blake,
I
bring
don't
me
know if I
Burger
could eat the
King.
nuggets. You would have to feed them.
I'm not gonna drive 2 hours. If you Venmo me gas money and money back, I'm.
Oh yeah, hey, tell Caleb and you to bring your longboards.
When we come back up, I'll bring mine.
I'll bring mine.
Caleb, I'm gonna buy you those wheels.
We're
Cooper,
gonna have.
made
you're the
on.
human
I'm not
ver-
scared to
version of
ride it,
freaking
but-
SpongeBob.
Yeah,
You're
what?
not, you just said I'm gonna take a break from my.
Because I
phone
have
for a while.
to.
Were
In
you
case
wearing
I
a
fall
helmet?
again, I don't
What
want to
are-
fuck them up even more.
What are those things called?
They're wearing splints. You're fine.
Easier said than done. I move my thumb and index finger at the same time, and I feel the pain because it's right. Because it's fractured my radius.
Safety
so
first.
Those fucking muscles right next to it.
You wouldn't be in
I'm
the
not a pussy.
situation.
No, we don't. We don't wear.
You could have yelled.
I
You
love
could have
when
used
you
elbow
say-
elbow
No,
guards.
I'm not a
elbow
pussy.
pads. Could have used those, huh?
Gets knocked out
didn't
by a
hit my
rock.
head.
Oh, fuck.
Better
How's the
start-
helmet gonna
better
help
start
my
acting
arms?
like it. Wear your
I'm
wear
not
your
5
shoulder
years
pads.
old.
I'm gonna wear like a full ass football.
Better
Oh,
start
they
acting
blame
like I'm
it.
5 years old.
I'll get my helmet from home and I'll wear it around everywhere.
We should have just done that thing like the TikTok guy.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know,
just
ocean spray and then just get a
Caught
bunch
you
of
in the-
money.
caught you in the background. Oh fuck.
They give me a new truck, but I can't drive the truck because I don't have arms that can steer.
Yeah. Cooper,
I can use
what,
my knees. I use my knees to
Cooper,
drive half the time.
what are
anyway.
those? Cooper, what are those?
What are you guys talking about?
Wheels called? The weird wavy looking ones.
Uh,
Because I saw a
don't
video
know.
of them, but they didn't.
Shark
put the company
Tank.
name.
Why is it wavy?
longboard.
There's like certain wheels that they put on like skateboards. and
They're
stuff.
like wavy shark wheel. It's called the shark wheel. It's like
it goes over rocks and stuff better.
yeah, like the way it is, it goes as fast as like it looks
The
square.
4x4
But
longboard.
it goes as fast as a regular wheel, but the way it's framed is meant to help you go over obstacles better. They even make them for like luggage and everything. Yeah, go to Marco, go to sharkwheel.com and you'll see what I'm talking about.
God damn, they're freaking $90.
That's not bad.
Jesus.
Not bad for wheels? I paid 50 for the whole board. Then again, I did get mine from
No,
Academy.
just the wheels. You don't get the freaking trucks with it either. It's just the wheels for $90.
You don't
Yeah.
need trucks for it. You already have a truck.
No, I know, but I'm
I don't think
saying
you
that
guys
just the wheels
understand how
and safe.
expensive.
I'd get these
longboard
electric.
is.
I'd get these Wait,
Yeah.
those are for non-electric boards only. I'd get these transparent blue ones. Those look sexy.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Do they only have blue and black?
Blue, black, and clear.
Where are the clear ones at? I haven't seen those yet.
Go to longboard wheels. You might not be on longboard wheels.
Probably not.
They have completes. Oh no, that's just complete boards.
Well, goddamn, I didn't realize it was gonna be $90.
I do think I need new wheels. Mine are pretty old.
Yeah, you might want to invest in
They're
these
getting,
wheels.
they're
'cause
getting
you won't
pretty.
get
No, I'm
tripped
not
up on
getting
rocks.
those. I don't care. Out of the one time of the 4 years I've been riding,
Yeah, I know.
but mine are getting pretty wore out.
Oh, the clear ones are cheaper. That's not bad.
I'd rather have blue ones for like how much more is it?
They have
The
government funded
clear ones are
wheels.
$60, and then the blue ones are 90, so $30
Damn.
more.
Never mind. I'd rather have the clear ones. I thought it was
Yeah.
only like $10.
Yep. No, it's a big
Golly.
difference. Normally they're the clear ones are really tiny though. They're 72s. The other ones are 95 millimeter.
I thought the other ones were 72s too.
They have the bearings and stuff.
Well, it might be. Wait, what?
Do they have the bearings and stuff? Is it just the wheels?
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't make any sense. If they
Oh,
didn't.
I think they have the bearings.
Yeah. So you're getting. It's a good deal.
Sale
it's not-
ends.
Not the best deal, but it's definitely around the price that people pay.
Yeah, I guess that's all right.
But you guys got your boards at Walmart and Academy Sports, so you're not willing to pay that for that.
Fuck no.
Freaking know it.
I'll ride that
Why
thing
would
till
I?
I fall off.
There's two freaking different opinions on that. He said that, and Blake is like, "Screw you," and I'm like, "Yeah, you know it. I'm cheap on that grind."
Dude, I paid like $45 for my board, and I'm not gonna complain. Then I decked it out, just redid the bottom of it.
Mine
Looks like
good.
your expensive board helped you out, Caleb.
Got him.
Okay,
Angrily-
so it-
Angrily
Caleb,
types.
I'm a silent killer.
Oh,
Alright. I think that'll be it for tonight. I think everybody's all out of questions. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been Something About Everything podcast. Do you guys want to say something to the viewers before we leave or not?
Nope.
Later,
Alright.
boys and gals.
Bye.
Thank you guys for being with us, and hope you guys have a great
Sorry, I
night.
haven't uploaded the other last.
This is going to be probably both. Are you going to upload both of these at
No
the same
idea.
time?
I've got 2 broken arms, so I don't know when I'll edit.
All right, sounds good. All right, so you might be hearing this tomorrow. You might be hearing this about 3 months from now, but hopefully you're hearing it and having a good night wherever you are at. Thank you guys for joining us.
Morning or day, afternoon.
This is
Whatever,
Shaggy.
yeah. Thank you guys for joining us once again. Bye.
About.
Podcast. Podcast. Something About Everything Podcast.